Hello, let's do the New York Times Medium Sudoku for June 17th, 2024. I apologize about my voice. I've been sick and I lost my voice. Hopefully I recover soon. But yeah, so there's a link in the description, both to this puzzle if you want to try it yourself, as well as to a video where I go over my techniques and strategies and all of that in great detail. So if there's anything I do here, I use a name of a technique you don't know, or you're not sure exactly what my scanning system is, definitely check out that video. I explain it in great detail. But I do try to put in reminders for some of the stuff that may not be easily remembered, or just things that, just to remind you of the different things that I'm doing. But anyway, that video is very helpful as a nice primer. So anyway, I'm going to get started right now. Okay, so I'm going to start with this 4. There are no 4s in either of these boxes. However, I am noticing that always pay attention to when a box has a lot of givens in it, such that like there's only one empty row or one empty column. Because this 4 is looking in it, and it's removing 3 places that can be 4. And if we look down, we can actually see this 4 helps as well. So there really is only one place to put 4 in this box. So while we're paying attention to the 4, it's good to just notice, oh, hey, look, it's really doing a lot to this box. Now the 4 does have a buddy. They look in, this 4 looks up, and that places the 4 here. Very nice. Now, if you wanted to, you could go on a journey and keep looking at 4s. Looking at how many we have, I think that's a good idea, right? We just got a bunch of 4s, and we're seeing there's a ton of 4s in the grid. So maybe we can finish them, right? So like over here, we have these 2 4s looking down. That places the 4 here. These 4s look in, these 4s look down. Places the 4 here. And I think we should be able to place it in the middle box as well. And now we finished all the 4s right away. So diverging from the systematic method can be extremely helpful. And it's really just based on instinct of like, look, I think we're just going to be able to get a lot out of this. So let's just skip ahead. But do remember to backtrack to where you were. I looked at this 4. I haven't even finished finding buddies in this band. So we're going to continue. I'm going to look at the 1, 2, 7 here. 4s are done, so we can just completely ignore them the rest of the puzzle. So these 2 1s look in. This one looks up. It places this 1. And then we have the 2. The 2 2s look in. This 2 looks up. This 2 looks up. We can place the 2. There's a bunch of placing. We haven't even had to note anything yet. This 7 looks in. Yeah, the 7 doesn't do anything. Okay, so this box row is filled, but there's nothing here looking in that's not already placed in the box. In fact, the only digit that's not in this box yet is the 7, and the 7 doesn't help. So let's see, what else do we want to do here? We can look at this box here, see how the vertical might be helping, because the 4 digits remaining are 5, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the only thing we have is that this is 7, 8, 9, because it can't be 5. That's it, though. The other thing I'm interested in is whether we have enough digits down here. Looking at, again, one empty column, right? Looking and removing from those 3, right? So 1, 2, and 4 don't count. We have the 6 and the 8. So this 6 and 8 looking in. I'm looking over here for 6s and 8s. I see this 6 helping. So at the very least, we have this 6 looking up, this 6 looking in. We end up with a 6 in one of these 2 cells. And that is going to do what's called pointing. Because in this box, the 6 has been limited to this cell or this cell, and that's it. Well, it will be one of these cells. There will be a 6 here in the solution. And so that's in row 1. Both of them are in row 1. So the rest of row 1 can't have another 6 in it. So these aren't 6. This 6 looks in. This 6 looks up. And that places this 6 here. And now this box is down to 4 open cells. We want to think about it. We need the 3, 5, 8, 9. I just see that this sees 3. So this is down to 5, 8, 9. So these center marks, just as a reminder, are just the candidates for those cells. Those are the digits that could go in these cells. The corner marks are box centric. Within this box, the 6 is in one of these 2. Within this cell will be a 5, 8, or 9. We don't know which yet, but it'll be one of those. This row is also down to 4. We need 3, 5, 8, 9. I see the 8 and the 9 here. So this is 3, 5, 9. This is 3, 5, 8. I think these can be any of 3, 5, 8, 9. And this cell also is 3, 5, 8, 9. So I'm not going to get anything from that. Okay, I think that's all we get out of this top band for now. Let's move on to the next band. Remember, 4s are done, so we're just going to do these 2 1s here. This one helps. And that's it for buddies, but this is down to 3, so let's just take a look. We need 3, 3, 7, 8. You can see this cell can't be 8, so this is 3, 7. Leaving the 8 in one of these two. I'm going to mark 3, 7, 8 in these, because it is down to 3. We're willing to mark 3 center, not 4. That might be all we can do here. I'm looking at the 6 here, but it's not helpful. Okay, I think we're going to move on to the next band here. So we have the 4s are done. So we have 6 and 7, nothing. We also have 2, 3, 5. So the 2 has a buddy looking in here. This 2 looks down. That places this 2 here. Nothing for the 3, 5. Okay, is there anything else we can do here that might be helpful? Surprisingly little to do. I'm scanning like this column here, the 2, 4, 9. Unfortunately, they're already in the box, right? I scanned this column as well, the 2, 4. I scanned this 4, 7. This all already in the box. 1, 6. I suppose we do have these 2 1s. Let's skip ahead a little bit, place that 1. See if that's at all helpful right now. It does reduce this row to 4, so we need 5, 6, 7, 8. This can't be 5, so 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm not getting very lucky with these restricted rows. This can't be 7, so it's 5, 6, 8. It's not a 6 either. Oh, neither of these are 6. Sorry, I missed that. This is 5. This isn't 7. Oh, neither of these. Oh, 6 and 7. How did I miss that? All right, so these are a 5, 8 pair because they can't be 6, 7. The 6, 7 need to go over here. So these are only 6, 7. This can't be an 8 because we need to fit 6, 7 over here. Does that do anything? I don't. Well, the 5, 8 pair is helpful because this is a triple. We need the 1, the 3, and the 9. And there's just nothing helping there. Okay. What about this box? We need 6, 7, 8, 9. These aren't 6s. So the 6 goes here. Ah, the 6 actually, the 6 is placed. The 6 is placed here, which places the 7. This can't be 7 anymore, put 7 here. Okay. So this is down to 3 digits. We need the 7, 8, 9. Oh, and this can't be 7, 8. Very nice. That's the 9. These aren't 9. These aren't 9. That places the 9 here. Okay, this is a 1, 3 pair, so this is going to be a pair also. We need the 6. What did I miss? The 5 and the 6. This 5 tells us the order, 6 and 5. Down here we have a pair left. It's 1 and... I see this stuff up here, by the way. We need 1 and 8. No. Sorry, 1 and 3. This 1 tells us the order. That's 3 and 1. Okay, so we can place the 6 in this box. We removed a 6 corner mark. So that places the 6 here. This can't be 5. This can't be 3 anymore. So I don't think I need these corner marks because it's going to resolve itself. This 9 also looks like making that 9. Okay. I got this 6. Well, this is 7 or 8, just for the column. This column needs 3, 5, 7, 9. This can't be 3, so it's 5, 7, 9. Okay, I'm not sure what else I can do here. Okay, so we're just going to do vertical scans now. So 4s are done. So we just need to look at 1, 2, 6, 7. So the 2, 6, and 7 have buddies. So let's mark all of those. We have 2s here. The 6s look in here with this 6. Places the 6 in this box. Let's follow up on that horizontally. Places the 6 here. Now our 6s are done. We have these 2 7s looking in. That places the 7 in this box. That displaced a 1 corner mark. The 1 can't be here anymore. So there's only 1 place for 1, and now there's only 1 place for 2. There's also 3, 1 pair here as well. I think what I'm going to do, yeah, I have this 5, 8 pair here. So there's just one digit left for this column. Looks like it's a 3. That gives us the 8 here. That resolves this whole box, as I said. We get the 7 here. All right, 5, 9 pair. So this is a digit. Also a 3. Okay. Over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5, 8, 9. Well, the 8 isn't here. 5, 8, 9. Okay. This is 5, 8, 9, but it's not a 5, so it's only 8, 9. This whole box is 3, 5, 8, 9. So this is 3, 8, 9. This is 5, 8, 9. This is 3, 5, 9. It's not 9 either. 8 or 9, see it. Okay, so we know the 3 is in one of these two, and then the 5 is in one of these two. I don't think that's... Oh, wait, the 5? Did I miss something? No. What I'm seeing here is that 3 can only be in one place in this column. No. Well, no, that's not what I'm seeing. Yeah, so what's happened here is this box needs a 5. And this 5 looking in does a lot of work. It causes these pointing 5s here. So that means this can't be 5. Those pointing 5s look up, making that a 9. That 9 comes back down, making that a 9. I saw these consequences. I was like, is this right? But I double checked and it is right. It's just surprising. So that 9 gives us the 5 and the 9 here. This is 3 or 8. I don't think it's resolved. Here we need 3, 5, and 7. I'm seeing this 5 here. Oops. What I didn't see was the 3 up here. Okay, so that's a naked 7. Can't be 7. This is 8 or 9. I think we're finishing up, which is why, I mean, just penciling the reindeer of these cells is almost guaranteed to finish the puzzle for us. This is 5 or 8. We just got, I see a 3, 5, 8 triple here. Now, I do get, this is especially on the medium solves, I do get questions like, how is this a triple? The first thing I want you to think about is how could it be possible that eliminating a candidate would make a logic no longer exist, right? Or less powerful, I should say, right? If you admit that 3, 5, 8 here, 3, 5, 8 here, and 3, 5, 8 here is a triple, a naked triple, then why would eliminating this 3, this 5, and this 8 change any of its eliminations other than possibly increasing the eliminations? How could it decrease the eliminations by having more info about these cells, by reducing them further? And the answer is it can't. No technique becomes worse through the elimination of digits. It might become redundant or it might be degenerate in that there are easier ways to look at it, but you can still look at it that way, even with eliminations. But if you'd like, I can also go over the exact logic of this, because I think it's important to understand why this works. So between these 3 green cells, let's account for every digit that's at all listed as center marks here. That can at all be a candidate. Well, I've got 5 and 8 here. Here I've got 3 and 8. Here I've got 3 and 5. So that there's only 3 digits that could at all go in these 3 cells, which are the 3, 5, and 8, just by looking at them. That's why it's called a naked triple. You can nakedly see this can only be 3, 5. This can only be 3, 8. This can only be 5, 8. In total, 3, 5, and 8 are the only digits remaining that can go in these cells. Try putting another digit in there. You'll find a violation of some kind of Sudoku rule. So we're only putting 3, 5, 8 in there. And so we need to use all 3 of them because there's 3 cells that all have to be 3 different digits. If we need 3 different digits, the only 3 different digits we have are 3, 5, and 8. And no matter how we end up filling this 3, 5, and 8, that will be the 3, 5, and 8 for this column. So this can't be an 8, for example. Look what happens if this is an 8. This has to be 3, this has to be 5, and this can't be anything. Or you could try resolving it in some other way, but it's just, you're not going to have enough digits for these 3 cells. You're going to run out of digits to put in these 3 cells if you try to put an 8 here. So this is a 7 and that's an 8. In addition to that, this is a pair. This is the pair that's remaining for the column. So one of them's a 2, and this 2 says not here. So this is our 2. And then our final digit looks like it's a 9. That gives us the 8 here, and that actually resolves our 3, 5, 8 triple. So we don't need those. But you can see 3, 5, and 8 ended up in those cells, guaranteed. Right, so that's a 9, that's 3, 5, and 8. This is 5 and 8. That's 5 and 8. And then these last 2 digits are 5 and 7, 7 and 5, and there we go. All right, I hope that was helpful, that 3, 5, 8 triple there. I don't even know if it was necessary to finish off the puzzle, but I saw it. I wanted to use that as a teaching moment because I get that question a lot. You would not believe how often I get that question because it's not that easy to understand. Like a pair is a little bit easier to understand. They're identical cells. And if you internalize that the cells have to be identical, then you might think a triple can only happen if it's 3 identical cells. But really, it's just 3 cells that all have to be different because they're in the same row, column, or box. And if you account for all the possible candidates in all 3 cells, you only end up with 3 of them. So anyway, hope that was helpful. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.